What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Blackwater. Archery season is only a week and a half away, and I don't want you guys to get busted by the game warden. Y'all listen up to these tips real quick, and we will keep you safe during the month of October. Question 1. What kind of stamp do I have to bow hunt in the state of Texas? That's pretty simple. We've got an archery stamp. So if you're going to go to Academy or Walmart or wherever and buy yourself a regular hunting license, then you need to tell the little lady at the desk that you need a $7 archery endorsement. They will add that to your license and you'll be good to go. Or you can go ahead and participate in the Super Combo license, which gives you your hunting and fishing and everything involved other than like your duck stamp. And your archery endorsement will be included in that, so you will not need to pay the additional $7 for an archery stamp if you buy a super combo. Now keep in mind that the archery endorsement is used for the month of October in most of our Texas counties. So most times, if you're not going to bow hunt until general season, you don't even need an archery endorsement. However, if you're going to hunt in Collin, Dallas, Grayson, or Rockwall counties, you have to have an archery endorsement no matter what time of the season that you're hunting. So my advice to you is, if you're going to bow hunt at any time during the year, buy the $7 stamp and just be done with it. Forget about it. Keep yourself out of any trouble. Question 2, crossbow hunters. Y'all just laughed right there, didn't you? People love to hate crossbow hunters. I say more power to them. If it brings more people into our heritage, our pastime, we have more participants, bring it on, man. I love it. Go buy you one, cock that bad boy back, and fling some bolts. There are a few requirements with it, though, so here you go. Used to, you had to have some type of helmet to shoot a crossbow. That's not the case in most counties in our state anymore. Most of our counties, during archery season, you can use a crossbow no matter what. Just because you want to, you can use one. So get out there and use one. However, if you're hunting in the 4 aforementioned counties that we talked about in question 1, which are Collins, Dallas, Grayson, or Rockwall counties, if you're going to try to archery hunt with a crossbow during archery season in one of those 4 counties, you have to have an arm impairment, and in your immediate possession, you have to have a physician's letter. Now, the state describes the arm impairment as loss of fingers or the loss of use of the arm without the ability to be able to pull back a compound bow, a recurve bow, or a longbow. So that is the only way that you can use a crossbow in Collins, Dallas, Grayson, or Rockwall counties during archery season, is if you have the impairment and you have the physician's letter. Now, when it comes to general season, you don't need that anymore. If it's general season, which we call rifle season, and you want to use a crossbow, get after it. Nobody's going to say anything to you, and you don't have to have any type of physical impairment to use one. Question 3, what kind of weight do I have to be able to pull back on my bow to be able to bow hunt in Texas? Although I don't agree with this one, the answer is 0. We no longer have a minimum draw weight in the state of Texas. At one time, I think it was 40, then it was 30. Now we don't even have one. So that means it doesn't matter how big you are, how old you are, man, woman, child, doesn't matter. If you want to bow hunt in the state of Texas, just go get you a bow and bow hunt, baby. It's pretty simple. I will say this. If you are a mentor, meaning father, mother, grandpa, grandma, uncle, aunt, whatever, and you're teaching a kid to hunt, and you get them out there and you've got them shooting a 25, 30-pound bow, be responsible. Don't send them out there without the confidence in them being able to make a good shot and end up doing nothing but wounding animals. That does nothing but, 1, depress the kid when they're not able to kill anything, and 2, it just makes everybody look bad. That's how you end up with pictures on Facebook of deer running around with arrows stuck in their shoulder or something stupid like that. So be responsible, use your judgment. Do not send a kid out there with a 25 or 30-pound draw weight shooting a Rage or Grim Reaper or any other type of mechanical broadhead. It's senseless. Study the equipment, know what the best combinations are to be able to take a 30-pound bow and make it penetrate an animal the way it should. So you're going to have to know what type of arrows you need, what length they need to be cut to, what weight they need to be, and the broadhead, what's on the end of the killing stick, is extremely important. Don't use a mechanical on a light pound bow. Find you a really good cutting, really sharp 2-blade broadhead, put it on there, get the penetration you need, and make that little hunter a happy camper. Question 4, do I have to wear hunter orange in the state of Texas while I'm bow hunting? The answer to that is no, unless you are on public land, in which case there are some pieces of public land in the state of Texas that require you to wear a certain amount, and they do it in square inches, of hunter orange. So a lot of people don't know about the public land in Texas. Some people do, but one of the biggest things for public land hunting in Texas is the WMAs, where people are putting into the TPWD draw hunts. If you win a draw hunt, be prepared to wear hunter orange on that draw hunt. So I just suggest for anybody that's hunting public land to get online, figure out which piece of public land they're hunting, and they will have rules and regulations on that specific piece of property, and it'll let you know if you need to wear the hunter orange or not. As far as private land goes, or you're going on a paid guided hunt in the state of Texas, you're not required to wear hunter orange. Do we have to have a harness to hunt from a tree in Texas? There's actually two answers to that. The legal answer is no, probably not. The reality of the situation is, yes, if you're going to climb up in a tree, clip yourself in. Don't be the guy that leaves behind a wife and kids or family or whatever it is because you got too excited to climb up in a tree and didn't clip yourself in. It's just nonsense. Now, I know most people in the state of Texas hunt from ground blinds or tripods or quad pods or something like that, and there's not a whole lot of us that climb really high in trees, with the exception of guys over in East Texas in the Pineywood region. But if you're going to climb up there, clip yourself in. Don't say you haven't been warned. Everybody knows that. Safety first. This is meant to be a good time. It's meant to be a blast, and it is not a blast if you're falling 20 feet out of a tree. The last and most frequent question of this video was, what broadhead should I use? Well, this video is about legalities of archery hunting in the state of Texas. So I will tell you the legalities of what you have to use. Then you guys go make your own decision on broadheads. There's 5 million companies spending $5 million a piece on marketing, trying to get into your pocket and get you to buy a broadhead. That's your choice, not mine. The state of Texas says you cannot use a field point to hunt big game. You cannot have a drugged, poisoned, or explosive broadhead to hunt big game. So basically, a mechanical, fixed blade, or whatever the new ones that we created in 2007 that everybody's coming out with now, the morphed broadheads, hybrids, I guess they're calling them. Anyways, you can use one of those. So I use a Magnus Stinger buzz cut. Always have, always will. It does great on everything in Texas, leaves great blood trails, and I've never lost an animal with a Magnus Stinger buzz cut. So that's what I use, but you guys go use whatever you want. 9 out of 10 of y'all will go use a Rage, and I ain't got nothing against it. Well, boys and girls, as far as the legalities of archery hunting in the state of Texas, with the exception of a few small rules, like they're really not even rules, lighted sights, lighted nocks, arrow weights, stuff like that, Texas is great. They love our hunters. They love that we pay to be able to participate in an extra season. They don't care. You want to have a lighted sight? Light that bad boy up. Just don't shoot after legal shooting hours. You want to have a 4-pound arrow? Put it on there and break your bow to pieces. It doesn't matter. They don't care as long as you're following the actual written rules. That's going to do it for this video. I am now getting in the truck to go probably buy myself a new bow. I can't stand it. All my buddies are getting one. I've had the same Elite for years. It shoots like a champ, and I know what you're going to tell me. Don't fix something that ain't broke. I heard that. I've heard that my whole life. My dad used to tell me that all the time with baseball swings and football tackles and throws and everything else like that. I get it. Sometimes you just can't stand it. When everybody else is getting something new, you got to get one too. So I'm going to run up to the store and see what they got. If you comment fast enough, maybe I'll buy whatever you tell me to buy. Anyways, if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. There's a lot of you guys that are watching that aren't subscribing, and I'll tell you this, when we meet our goal of 1,000, I'm going to give away a free hunt on one of my properties, and you guys don't want to miss that. Anybody that knows me knows that when I meet my goals, I give back as much as I can, and you guys are no different. So the more subscribers we get, the more fun we're all going to have in this. I don't care about the money out of this deal. All I care about is having a good time. So the more we bring in, if it starts making money, me and some of you are going to go hunt together. You guys go ahead, click subscribe, tell your friends to click subscribe, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow on another episode of Blackwater.